What's up? I don't even know why we're here. Jeez Louise, everybody's fired. Everybody's fired. Oh, 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 oh. What's up, James?
Hey, what's going on?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes.
Good God.
Sorry. I was making a delicious meal that none of my kids would eat.
Oh, yeah, I guess how it goes.
Was it the shrimp etouffee?
That was yesterday. Today was smothered pork chops.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm going to click this intro that I guess it's just me and you on the intro now.
For music lovers only, the podcast, Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. An epic podcast genetically altered to share the host's favorite music with you. A different topic each week. Tune in to see what we talk about this week. Like, follow, and subscribe. Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and Amazon Music.
Bam. Okay,
Hello?
What's up, James?
Not much. I was
John.
John Vick's good.
Yeah, I need an interpreter just for your names each week.
I knew it exactly what it was when I saw it.
I read good.
You just don't read good books. That's all.
Apparently not. I haven't read a book in a long time.
Dude, you should.
I don't have time, man. I mean, I'd like to, but it's just like, fuck, how am I going to do that?
Dude, I don't know. Amanda has like a literal library in her house, so I'm never without a good book.
Yeah. And I know people do the listening to books, but I'm like, that don't count, man. I mean, I don't think I would enjoy that.
I listen to podcasts at work.
See, yeah, and I have quite the library. I usually have like 4 or 5 books on my bedside and in my car, but they're largely props because I don't have time or energy.
I know I got a buddy who says, "Oh, you need to work out and get buff so you can snag you a woman." I'm like, "Fuck you, motherfucker! How the hell? I look like Dale
You don't
Gribble."
even need a car to snag a woman.
Yeah.
No. Anytime I'm driving in town, I see a girl hand in hand with some dude.
I know.
There's no, and she's like a dime.
Yeah,
And it's like she just found him at the back of the Pawnee Broadway Walmart, and now she's
my life, James.
Truth. That's true.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason for it, man. Don't beat yourself up. If you try to change you're gonna fail. If you stay the same, you're gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
There's no hope. Just give up.
Give up all hope in that department. I agree.
And then
I
that's
agree.
when you find one. Like
Well,
the second
I know.
you don't even care. Like bam,
Yeah.
and then you have herpes.
that
Herpes are forever, man. She left me, but I still got her herpes.
yeah.
Herpes lasts longer than most of marriages.
That's why it is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
So what happened to the other two? Where did Alex eye?
Do what?
What happened to Alex's?
I am unsure. I mean, I know there's things going on with
That's true.
Aldape, but I don't know. So I hope they're all good, and then maybe they'll pop on. But it looks like we're just gonna talk about Evanescence all the entire show.
I think I scared him.
I guess so, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah. I didn't want to have to look up that, but I did.
I know. Sometimes it's got to be good to be painful.
I tried, but I still don't like it.
It made me appreciate everything else so much more.
Yeah, I mean, like anything else. Like Kenny G, for the love of God.
Dude, I love me. What was that fucking band? The Andy Sandberg band. Lonely Island. Lonely Island.
Yeah.
You ever hear the song they do with Kenny G, the fucking Captain's Up
Yes.
Pharaoh? Oh God, I could listen to that all day long.
Did you see the sax player from the Lost Boys is playing tonight at 8:00?
Tonight,
Yeah.
Like Central.
10.
Central Standard Brewing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was tonight. Like my concept of time is skewed.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda and like Gina and all of them are going to it, so she's at home like pre-gaming watching Lost Boys.
Right. I just wanted I might go, But like, I'm gonna go dressed as him.
You'd be shirtless and spandex pants.
Yeah.
Start rubbing Crisco on myself. Yeah, and
Just
just
log chain.
Fucking just walk around to people, just be like, I still believe.
I wonder, is that how he's gonna be dressed?
That was his thing. He played for sax for Tina Turner.
Yeah.
And that's how we got picked up for the Lost Boys. And then I had to look, and I was
No, he has some legit stats behind him. That dude's pretty fucking badass.
Well, he
actually.
didn't.
Sure, he is.
Like 1987 to 2018, there was nothing on Spotify at least. But he dropped an album in 18 that had "I Still Believe."
But his credits like behind are like it's not like his solo. It's like all the backup stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Tina Turner was the one I seen and stuck out in my head. But that's kind of how we got, into
Lost
Boys.
Boys. Yeah.
You ever see?
But
Look.
But he's an amazing musician. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like. I was wondering whenever I was just like, all right, so the Lost Boys second, so he's going to play the same song 6 times in a row. Because I would pay to see that. Actually, I'm not going to lie.
I don't think anybody's actually going to see him play though.
No.
Oh
No. He still looks like a beast.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, Josh, you just need to smear some Crisco on you and start playing saxophone.
I know. I mean, can I play the Kenny G sax? I wonder if there's a big rivalry between him and Kenny G.
No,
taking over.
You know what?
You're encroaching on my sax space. This is my sax turf.
Well, there's Sorry, Bryce has got a thought there.
No, he killed me with that. I was gonna say what you should do is you should get the Jack Black plastic saxophone.
Oh God, yeah, yeah.
The sad part though is like both of those gentlemen lead to intercourse. Just with the Kenny G stuff, it's the creepy dentist that's taking advantage of you while you're passed out.
Yeah. I mean, hell.
But it's still the soundtrack.
It still counts.
Here's a song that Jack Black put out for fucking Mario Brothers, the Peaches song. Oh, dude, that's a banger.
I think we talked about this, and just not too long. Jack Black just kind of annoys me now. I mean, why? Just because.
Dude, no.
His take on making people wear the mask and stuff, and just like he dancing in his, I'm just like, yeah, okay,
people.
Yeah, I know.
But I appreciate. I very much love Tenacious D. So
I enjoyed him, and I enjoy most of his movies, but him as a person, I just it's like.
See,
shut up and act.
You gotta separate that stuff. See,
yeah,
you have to separate the art from the artist. Otherwise, no one would have listened to Michael Jackson.
Oh God, I don't know.
And on top of that, you got to think about everybody else that is just shitty human beings, but great artists. Like there are millions of motherfuckers in this world that love Ted Nugent. He had sex with a 14-year-old.
Oh yeah,
dude. No. I'm sorry. We're gonna go into moral equivalency land. At that time, everybody was doing it.
No, you're 100%.
And that's the part like we don't have the conversation about. Oh yeah, Ted or Steven Tyler. No, every fucking person was doing it.
Oh yeah. No, there were books about it.
Oh yeah.
All right, no, you don't read books, but
what all day again?
But no, there were several women who claimed themselves to be like ultimate groupies. Like the one who like Almost Famous was based off of, the Penny Lane character. Yeah. She put out a book and she was just like, I was 14 and I was fucking going down on Keith Richards when he was a 30-year-old man. Yeah. Just like, and all of them did it, and you all turned a blind eye to it. Yeah. And they're like, but they're
And the worst part is we still do.
Yeah.
You're not going to sit there and fucking tell me that Bieber didn't fucking bang one of his. Yeah, no, he did.
Without about it. Oh, without
about it.
Drake. That fucking guy.
No,
I mean, that's what was crazy, like with the R. Kelly shit. It's like he did come to justice.
Mm-hmm. But I think that was forcible justice. So whenever you can go under the radar and be with just rumor, like no one cares. But when shit is like forcibly put out into the public and the public is forced to look at it, that's when anybody gives a shit. And they only give a shit, especially Americans. We only give a shit for like that fucking long.
Oh yeah.
And then we're on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love some good George Carlin. There's some good George Carlin content right there. I'd love to have his take on society today, which I mean, he already knew where it was headed.
Well, and the sad part is you'd have to pry him off of the 14-year-old.
God damn it. Oh, fuck, you're right, though. You're right.
I mean, I don't know. I hope that's not true, but I'm just saying, like, the numbers are not in our favor on this one.
Oh,
No, don't ruin it.
No.
What's up, Jeremy? Homie. Been a long time. We do need to catch up, my man. Oh, Robin, now we got him popping.
Word.
So,
Everybody's just waking up from their naps. I took a nap.
so with that being said, yes, no, you very much have to separate art from artist. Otherwise, there is no art.
Yeah,
It's true.
I know.
And it's weird. Like, I remember when the Evel Rachel Wood thing came out with Manson, I did not listen to him for a while.
No.
Just because I was just like, I'm going to and then I fucking realized, too, like, you go back to Antichrist Superstar, and, like, the whole time he's flaunting it. I know I am everything you say I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so you were just a piece of shit, but this is a banger.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
And you've already got my money. And then that's the sad part.
But I am of the mind that, like, whenever it comes down to it, like, when those people do get caught up, they should be punished for it.
Well, I mean, I think with Manson, they're all dropping.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think he's getting cleared of everything or whatever. But again, it's like he said he flaunted it. There was no doubt. That,
Oh no, without a fucking like he brought girls on stage.
Yeah, I read the first biography, and you know, I mean, for God's sakes, there was weird shit in there. I mean, for let alone, you know, I mean,
I don't know. What was shit? There was one not too long.
Did we have like a real question this week? Alex is about to join us.
Yep.
Is
one of them?
Which
one of them? It will be
Alex with the X chromosome.
Okay.
I did think of one just before. I had a few of them bouncing through my head. So the question: what band would you want to join, living or dead? If you could join a band, I mean, in my case, I have enough talent to join a band. You guys got talent, so I mean, I got you know, I could play, you know, fake shit.
Living or dead?
Living or dead together, live together.
It's like who I am right now, or like when I was a kid.
That's a good point. Actually.
Well, we know your answer. Evanescence.
Fuck off.
I about didn't listen to Nickleback and listen to Evanescence just to have a list of Evanescence songs.
You know, I wanted to do that too. It's just like fucking steamroll past other people's choices and just like, I'm going to belligerently pick my own roulette.
What's up, Alex? How you holding up, man?
I'm doing all right. If I could get off the goddamn cell phone with these fucking people. Like, no, I understand it. I get it. I completely understand. But like, you know, I need next time a family member of mine dies, I'm going to just set up like a chat or like a voicemail line that's not my phone number. Like get the fuck out of here. Call this number and leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
and I will listen to your messages when I get to them.
Yeah.
So basically a Dropbox for people just saying that, hey, we're sorry about what happened.
Yes, and then they'll actually shut the fuck up, because that's why it took me so long. Like, you know, I on the phone and like, okay, kind of gotta go. Yep, she's not getting any better. It's all right.
Well, like he just laid that on me. What happened? Like as soon as I walked in. So first of all, my condolences.
Yeah. I appreciate it, man.
I'm not going to give you a fucking voicemail. I'm going to say it to you like via the internet.
Directly by talking about it, Alex. That way, you know, you don't get a break from your day.
Thank you.
But I feel you. I'm going to a funeral for one of my best childhood friends like this upcoming week. So
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
Shit happens. I mean,
it does.
But yeah, no, I always feel like that when everybody says they're sorry, especially like family members, and especially when it's like that close to you. It's not for them. It's for themselves, to make themselves feel better.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just glad that I live in Kansas City and she lived in Kansas City. So we're having the funeral in Dodge City, and I don't get all those shitty casseroles.
My grandma died. Someone brought us 6 pounds of barbecued meatballs, and I fucking lived on that shit for weeks.
You know, and that's actually like the cool thing when people do that shit.
Yeah.
Like my dad,
I don't know, man. When my dad died, somebody brought me this fucking casserole. And like, I don't understand what you're trying to do here. Are you trying to make me join the motherfucker? Or
It is kind of a
next
weird,
time,
like,
just put cyanide in it and let me die.
I mean, you know,
potatoes, you know.
I think that just comes with everybody. Like, well, everybody's got a coping mechanism, and someone's trying to hit on one of them, and we're like, maybe it's food.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe they're just going to gorge themselves. But like, dude, no.
No, weed and hookers. That's what I like.
Yeah, exactly.
Never got the consolatory food, man.
My dad dies. You bring me a fucking shit ton of weed and some Thai girl, and
Or
know,
lady boy, I don't care. I'm
At
believing.
that point in time, I'm willing. You know, it happens. You know, I'm willing to experiment.
Bryce says
James
bring
would come over. and that's fine.
Well, hey, you guys want to see something cool?
Not
What's
really.
that?
Boom, Voltron.
Yes.
Oh, that is cool. Never mind. I was
Oh
wrong.
yeah.
There should be one more at least, right? Yeah.
No, it should be 5. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of looks like you're separated.
Yeah.
You got 2 different backgrounds.
But hey, that's what I came up with. I figured out how to do it. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
It looks more.
If you need more help with like scene building, dude, hit up my boy. Hit up Relaford. He'll teach you all about that shit, man.
Oh, I don't want to have to do it because then I got to do it.
Yeah,
I need an intern. I need an intern.
Oh, dude.
Well, as long as it's a sexy intern in a blue dress, it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
Just
a blue
make sure your cigars are stocked up.
dress.
And that totally ties in with what we were talking about earlier.
What
What about our question? We hadn't answered that. We started it.
What was the question?
If you could join any band, dead, living, still together, not together, whatever the case may be, and had the talent to do it, like I said, y'all may have the talent. Hang on. Just because I've been in a band, I don't think I had talent.
I'm actually going to kind of cheat my way into this one because I've been sitting here thinking about it. I would do vocals for Snot because obviously Lynn's dead and they've had like 3 different vocalists now.
Yeah.
And Snot's one of my favorite bands in the world. So
That's a good one, man. I haven't thought about Snot in a long time. Like that's. I mean, when I get drainage, yes, I think about it. But no, the band, like, dude, I used to rock the shit out of Snot like years ago, and it's kind of one of those bands that like falls by the wayside, and then you hear it, and you're like, oh yeah, fucking Snot.
Yeah, my balls on your
I was
shit.
actually lucky enough. The last time they came through Wichita at Lizard's Lounge, I was actually lucky enough to be one of 2 people, and Sonny Mayo pulled me out of the crowd, and I got to play guitar for Car Crash.
That's
for
cool.
a hot second while he went to the bar and then came back and got his guitar. I was like, I got to play with Snot technically, so I was like, yeah.
That's rad, dude. That's fucking cool, man.
I think that's cheating then if you've already joined the band, Bryce.
But I don't play guitar. And anybody's ever heard me play guitar, he like literally put my fingers on the fret, was like, do this real quick and I'll be right back. I was like, I can get this, yeah.
How many albums did they put out?
One.
Yeah, that's what I
They
thought.
put out one and
The
then
dog with the.
so here, actually, technically 2. So here's the weird thing about Snot. So they put out the initial one. They got really, really famous off of it, and they were writing a second one, and that's the one that came. What is it called? Straight Up.
Yeah.
That's one where all like you have like Surge and from System, and everybody else is doing
the vocals,
songs,
yeah.
right? So what happened was the whole band like had already had all the music wrote out, and they were just starting doing vocals when Lynn died, and the only song that they got to do with Lynn before he died was Absent, and then they got all of his friends to fill up the rest of them.
Nice. I haven't heard the backstory on it.
Yeah, it was really kind of nifty. They like had the whole album wrote. He only did one song, and then he died, and then they got all of his friends to fucking fill it up.
Yeah.
So.
There's a subject. We should do top 5 albums from artists that died before the album came out.
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's
So
a
here's something weird I actually
dude.
learned the other day. I did not know this. Did you know that the original singer for Audio Slave was supposed to be Lane Staley?
Yeah.
Like he was supposed to actually take over after Rage broke up and they started doing Audio Slave. He was originally supposed to, then he died, and instead they got Chris Cornell.
Yep.
I thought that was all way after Lane passed away.
Oh, no,
Apparently not.
No, the original setup was supposed to be Lane as their vocalist. Yeah.
Crazy.
But you say that like that was way afterward. No, people like dudes like that, like they playing that shit. Like the first Foo Fighters song was written like during Nevermind when Dave Grohl was still in Nirvana.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know he had. I don't know. I thought
he had that
was-
shit planned out long before Kurt.
No,
died.
we know this motherfucker's gonna die.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he had.
Well,
He's part of it. Courtney, him and Courtney. God damn it. Now-
As a creator, do you ever not create though?
Do what?
I mean, as a creator, do you ever not create?
Oh fuck no!
Like, I
Absolutely.
mean,
I
if
don't-
he
and-
pitched Big Me to fucking Nirvana, that wouldn't have worked,
yeah, no.
yeah.
you know? So, I
I
mean,
have
yeah,
very-
I see
I
that
have-
keeping that shit under your hat.
Yeah.
I have similar like ADD issues. Is like if I'm making music in between when I'm not doing that, I gotta go do like magic. If I'm not doing that, I'm like painting or something like that.
Yeah.
Or I have to have in between hobbies between the main ones. Since I don't really do music mainly anymore, like it's a little bit more stretched out between things.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you 100%, man. I actually feel that a lot because that's kind of the way. Like, I'm not a musician, you know. I'm not playing in any bands right now. I'm working on a new one, but in that time, like, if I'm not doing that, then I'm doing comedy. Then I'm doing, you know, just like drawing and shit like that.
No,
You know,
absolutely.
just so. And I'm a terrible artist, so.
See, no, that's the curse of our
Yeah.
generation. Is all of us are so fucking ADD riddled with like mental
Yeah.
illnesses and other things that like it's impossible to sit still.
Like, my drawings look like a kindergartner needed it to be pinned on the fridge.
Those are the best ones though, because you can fake out your friends. And be like,
This
"Dude,
stick
your
man
kid's
has a
good."
penis.
I don't know. I would think. Let me think. I'm sitting here trying to think of what band I would. There's a lot of
Definitely snot. I think so.
them. Definitely Snot View. Mine's probably not a band, but Prof, rapper. He's just fun. Doesn't take shit too seriously. I've been, Andre
Is that a band though, or are you just talking about assassinating the dude and like becoming him?
I'll be like his hype
Could be
man.
a hype
you know?
man.
Oh,
like,
okay.
be his hype man. Be like, woo, go, man.
Every few words, be like, yeah,
Yeah. What? Come on. See, I got it down. Yeah. What? Come on.
You're gonna be his little Josh.
But he makes fun videos and he has a lot of fun. I think
Yeah, man.
I think he has a lot of fun with life. So I'd like to be in his entourage.
So,
Prof, if you're listening, hook me up.
I'll send you my resume.
He's with Strange Music.
Yeah. No, he's the shit, man. I like
Yeah.
that guy.
what about you, James?
oh god, man, this is so fucking hard.
I know. I took 10 minutes to think of mine. But you're taking longer. So.
Yeah, well, there's so many. I mean, like,
I know, man.
honestly, at this point, I think I would probably want to be in Prince's band.
Yeah.
dude,
I mean,
yeah.
that's got to be a dangerous band. You know?
Can you play basketball?
Fuck yeah, basketball and band every day.
But I mean, like, dude, like the shows would be intense. Like, you know, just you had to fucking know everything.
Yeah.
And then, like, after the shows would be equally intense because
You have to fuck everything.
you have to fuck everything.
I mean,
Like he wrote everything himself, didn't he?
Yeah, no, majority, like all he did was like have a backup band, I think.
Yeah.
See, that would be more nerve wracking than anything else to me. Is like having a guy who has a
Wrote the music.
clear fucking path, and then you have to walk it step by step. That shit's scary.
Yeah.
Well,
You missed one note, man. You're fired.
If you look at his progression, I think he started backup bands to get different flavors into his music.
Mm-hmm.
There's Prince and the New Power Generation. There's Prince. Then there was, you know, the Prince with Sheila E. I'm trying to think of what they were called during the Purple Rain era. I think it was the Revolution.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Prince and the Revolution. Yeah.
Right. And I think like that's where he was foiling himself with the band to get flavors.
Yeah.
So like they still contributed.
Mm-hmm.
I know there are ones that exist nowadays like that are very much more strict, like Ghost. Like because he's even said it in interviews Tobias has. He's like, "This is what I want. This is how we do it."
Yeah.
And I totally get that. And some of and like from what I hear, like the musicians in there kind of get off on it because they get paid, they get to do the rock star thing, but they don't get all the bullshit in between, like little hassling, and they can walk to a bar by themselves and not get fucking.
Do you know how many times I've got laid by claiming I'm one of the nameless ghouls?
You do,
Can't fucking prove me wrong,
dude. Yeah, right.
I'm fact checking it.
I
Start following everybody. I'm just
add that into the Wikipedia page now. Damn it, we'll make it legit.
I used to tell my
There we
kid
go.
that
We'll just
when
throw it
she
on
was
Wikipedia.
I used to tell my kid that when she was
James
little, I was
Barlow
like,
is one of the
"Fucking
nameless
Batman."
ghouls.
She's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, you never seen both of us same place, same time.
I actually had an argument with one of our co-hosts that is under the weather yesterday about Ghost, because I was talking about Ghost, and this woman who shall remain nameless
said it was a co-host, right?
Yeah,
We're not co-hosts here. We're all hosts. We're equal.
we're all hosts.
No.
One of our hosts who shall remain nameless. She's like, I don't like Ghost. Like, get the fuck
Like
out of here.
like the band or like the actual?
I don't like Ghost either. I don't.
I like them. I think the band's fucking amazing, man. I really do.
I think
I want to hate them.
I think their visual is awesome.
they're a more hardcore Misfits to me. Like I think they're better than the Misfits.
See, and that's weird. Like I think they're a pop band.
Yeah.
I will give you that. I'll give you they're a pop band for sure.
And what I hated about them, and like I'm slowly coming around because I mean the dude writes fucking ear candy.
Yeah.
No,
Shit.
no, it isn't.
But like all my friends are like into fucking like metal, metal. And then they're like, fucking Ghost is awesome. I'm like, dude, Nickleback actually released heavier songs.
They really did.
They really did.
Jesus Christ.
It's fucking true.
He writes
All right.
rock opera.
Jesus
'Cause
Christ.
That's how I look at it. His Ghost is just rock
Do
opera.
we have to mention Nickleback? My mother has just died. Can we?
Look at this
Like I said,
photograph.
I gave it a chance. I listened to a few songs to try to, I kind of skimmed, and man, I don't like them still.
Dude, I have never eaten that much cheese to sound that constipated.
I mean, Creed and Nickleback are like one and the same, but they're not. But in my mind, they're just because I was sitting here as soon as you said Nickleback, I'm like, I fucking hate Scott Stapp. It's in my mind. I'm like, I hate Scott Stapp. I'm like, oh wait,
No. You
that's
can
not-
hate Creed. You cannot hate Scott Stapp.
why can't I hate
Yes, you can
Scott Stapp?
fucking
That
hate
man is fucked in the head and just hilarious to watch in interviews now. The CIA's after me.
He's like Corey Feldman now. Like he's just like, I'm just expecting him to go on Good Morning America and dance like this
When your family
with a bunch of
comes out
underage
publicly
girls
telling
playing
you how
guitar,
nuts
playing his
you
backup band.
go.
Charlie Sheen type nuts.
Charlie Sheen's brilliant. Fuck you. I love Charlie Sheen.
I love Charlie Sheen. Boy.
Not a Ghost fan of Nickleback. Well, never heard of Nickleback or Creed. Nickleback is what I do. I call it knucklebacking, and that's what I do when I'm watching stuck porn.
Yeah, we knew it was bad timing when we saw it.
Still not letting it go.
Hey, man, don't fuck up around a comedian.
Oh, good God.
All right,
Okay.
so my band that I'm going to take, that I would join in a heartbeat. I've said this band; it's my favorite band of all time.
No.
The Slackers.
Ah,
I would be the front man for that band in a heartbeat.
Oh, front man. I would have totally pictured Culture Club.
Oh,
Thank you. Yes, I know. I mean, I can kind of hit those notes. Come,
come and go. Come.
Okay,
if I could replace Elton John, I would do it just because of the sunglasses and the boots.
Yeah.
sexual affiliation aside,
Kate's-
fucking if it was back in that time period, man, Boy George could have pulled anything he wanted to.
Boy George did pull anything.
That's part of why he's so weird.
That's not why he's Boy George.
On that note, huge shout out to Talking Beards Network. We've been broadcasting on there since 2021 with the Art Assault, and then just recently, obviously, with For Music Lovers Only. This is episode 15 on April 15th. That's pretty crazy.
Woo!
Big Sexy Beard brand, letting us use their StreamYard. And I've been working on some new labels for them. We got a new line coming out. And I can save 20% with JRB520. BigSexyBeardBrand.com. I like to wait to one of the most fucked up moments and then segue to that. I think I hate that, but hey.
Hey man, what a better time for a segue.
Yeah. Save us from this.
Down before we talk about the.
We're talking, Boy George and Robin not be able to use his fucking fingers.
So how did everybody do on their list? I know James.
I got it.
James made Alex so sick she couldn't even come on the show.
She said she texted me. I was like, "So you're not going to do the podcast?" And she's like, "I threw up 3 times today." I was like, "What were you listening to Nickleback?"
Dude, it was painful too, but like it's got to be painful. This is about discovery.
It's not gonna be painful. Music is supposed to be for things you're supposed to enjoy it.
But we could have found a golden gem in there, We could have found a whole new light and a whole new love for Nickleback. We didn't. But
It's crazy.
I actually can honestly say that I did. Only because one song bring me a great piece of nostalgia.
Okay, so you want to go first with your Nickelback?
Yes.
Go.
You started it. You started.
Yep. Okay, so we
You're
got
the one endorsing.
your
Let's light
choice was Periphery.
Let's light this dumpster fire.
Just Alex was Hudson Taylor.
Which is like a fucking that was painful for me.
It
sounded like
really was too.
a
I got
cell phone
excited when I looked
commercial.
it up and they were like Irish folk band, and I was
Right,
like,
but it sounded like a cell phone commercial. The entire pick your AT&T commercial, and
Hold
that's
on. I'm gonna defend her because one of the other times we've picked bands, she picked Periphery.
That's true.
Oh,
So,
did she? I had no idea.
Yeah, you did.
No. But she didn't bring it out. It was when we did the album thing.
Yeah.
It was like the full album. And you bitched because
The bitch thing.
they only have 2 albums, or like one album.
No, that was now. Periphery has like 27 albums, man. They got
Yeah,
5 or 6.
Yeah, they have 5 or 6.
Well, I could be wrong. I've been
Yeah.
drinking.
Okay.
I liked them, but it was sad, I mean, women break my heart bullshit, and I'm like, fuck, I'm just like, just immediately think of my ex-wife. I'm like, thanks, Alex, God, crying and my coffee and
It honestly reminded me of like a stripped down version of Savage Garden.
Yeah. Alex chose the Orphans, which they only had I don't know how many albums they had, but Spotify had one album.
Spotify only has one album.
And then a compilation album of 1994 to 1997, and it had 4 songs on it. I'm like, boy, they had they were actually.
Well, they don't have parents. They can't get studio time.
Right. Haven't you seen Oliver Twist?
Yeah.
You got
Please,
fucked
sir,
all.
can I have some more?
And yours was Dead Horse.
Mine was Dead
Like,
Horse.
no.
And
Which one
James
was it?
was the infamous Evanescence. Oh, Nickelback. Lynn, Still My Sunshine. I don't know.
Well, just because I did kick off that dumpster fire, I will start with my Nickelback. And it was Something in Your Mouth. There's so much cool. There was something in you.
Yeah.
The only reason why I could deal with that song was because I saw
Because you like blowjobs?
so many titties at Jezebel's
with that song.
with
playing.
that song playing.
Yeah.
And that's the only part that made it. I was like, yeah. I remember boobs to that song.
I miss.
I don't, Bryce. I don't think that's limited to Jezebel's. I'm pretty sure that's every strip club in the United States.
That's what was in my youth. So
yeah.
Hey, you know what? God bless them.
Yeah,
Bless their
I'm
hearts.
pretty sure Nickelback.
they made a good strip club song.
That's
and
the only
why-
place that they were played, other than all
I
strip
like
clubs.
a pants around your feet.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest of the words.
No one does.
I can really relate to this song, though. I do like your pants around your feet, ma'am.
As far as
So what was your Periphery song?
I'm split between two on that. So Periphery, because they are my favorite band, it's split between two. Either Marigold, which is a really good hyper up song, or Satellites is a very good song too.
Good, they weren't on my list.
I listened to both of those.
I fucking
Actually,
hate you. Marigold was mine.
Marigold, yeah, Marigold's really good. I can change it because I have a million.
No, you don't have to change it. I'm looking up again because I did have a second pick.
Okay.
You gotta do this game.
The Orphans. What was it? The anthem of Broken News, I think it was called. The anthem of.
yeah,
Yes.
that's a great fucking song.
It really
dude.
was. It really was. I like that a lot. Fuck.
Dead Horse. And...
Dead Horse. All right. All right, Dead Horse. So I listened to a few of them. No, I'm not gonna lie. The one that I liked the most was the cover of Rock Lobster.
Yep. Great fucking cover.
See, I wanted to do that. So
That
I
was
wanted to make
such
that
a good
bad.
version of that
That's such a
song,
good
and I don't know
song.
why I liked it. It made me smile the whole time I
Yeah.
was listening to it.
They don't take themselves too seriously.
No,
They're
but
just-
without Fred. That's what that song was missing. Rock Lobster.
Rock Lobster.
Who made that song?
So good. And what was it? Hudson Taylor? I
Yeah.
have to actually look this one up again because it was called Chasing Rubies. And it wasn't bad. It was the only one that made me not want to kill myself when I was listening to it. So, I listened to like three or four of them, and I was just like, this one ain't so bad.
Like I said, I mean,
Now let's be nice. She's not here to defend herself.
No. And I'm sure she'll be like, and I should be more like a bit beat about it, Irish lineage. And they're like, they were trying real fucking hard, okay?
yes.
But no.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I didn't have nothing against them at all. It's just,
Once you
I thought it was good for what it was, but I was, I'm, a little shocked that was Alex's pick. But, I'm like, what are you doing to me, Alex?
doesn't she own a fucking guitar shop?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, what was
Yeah.
the Alligators? That was the one that I made her pick for the last one because, well, not made her pick. I made her change to. Well, not made her change to. Because the first band only had one album.
Yeah.
And had like 10 songs on it, and so she switched to what was it? Alligators brush their teeth or something. I don't know. Cold Night for Alligators.
Yes, Cold Night for Alligators.
Alligators, yeah, that was it.
What the fuck is happening to band names
Oh,
nowadays?
That's a cool band name, though.
It's a great band name.
Yeah.
It's batshit crazy.
That is very indie, is what it is.
Oh yeah,
Like
it's
a
very,
lava.
very.
I love indie band names. So like they always have some crazy
Like
shit
weird.
Like that.
Doesn't make
And
any
see,
sense.
I've
No
never
control.
been good at bringing up making band names. I've always done like offensive band names, like Chester Molester and the Don't Tell Your Moms, like stuff like that. Like I can't do like that creative shit.
My girlfriend like comes up with band names and has a huge list on her fucking phone. She'll think of something and be like, "This is a great band name," and just adds it to the fucking list. And there's a million fucking things in there that I'm just like, I wish I would have thought of that at some point in time.
Yeah,
But she says she sells them for like $5 pop, so go for it.
on fucking Fiverr, man.
Before
All right, I'm gonna go
nursing
next. I called
damn
dibs.
it.
I'm going next.
That was going to be my play.
I called dibs.
All right.
My parents are dead.
God damn! Oh,
Why don't you fucking
orphan.
like
No!
fucking man?
no wonder you picked that band. I just now got it. Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Dead Horse. Honestly, Dead Horse, I really dig them because I mean I just went to like a local KC thrash punk show last night. Scottish Hell, dope ass jam.
Yeah.
By
I
Dead
listened
Horse.
to that one too. I like that.
My
Really,
question, has
really
anybody
good
heard 'em
fucking-
before.
No.
Huh?
Has anybody?
I'd never heard of them before.
No, I
No.
did. And for a while, I was thinking that they were ripping off Acid Bath, and then I went through the discography and realized Acid Bath was probably ripping them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were around a long time. I mean, they were out early Pantera, and I mean, they were touring with Pantera before Pantera got big. You know, the local Texas scene.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it. Absolutely. Periphery is my number 4. Church Burner.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
That song is.
The video for it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, the video's fucking dope. I went because when we do this shit, like I do try to like see, like I don't want to just go to Spotify. I try to like find it on YouTube and see if there's a video and see what all they've got going, like what they're bringing to the table.
Like, see, I don't do that. I try to avoid the YouTube if I don't. I mean, I don't want to know too much. I just want the music right now.
Yeah, I've got one of those
why.
things to where like I
I'm
gotta
very
see who's playing the music.
Yeah.
That
Right.
usually ruins it.
Right. Sometimes it does.
I liked Creed until I seen Scott Stapp.
And he looked like your drunk uncle. That's gonna show you like some full bush porn.
You know, the best part.
No, I'm right there with you. I'm very
We
visual.
want you to do a top 5 with us.
I'm right there with you, Alex. I'm very
Okay,
visual.
so Hudson Taylor, I'm just gonna go with. Apparently it's his favorite song. Wasn't mine, but apparently it's Hudson Taylor's favorite song. So I went roulette, and I just pick a goddamn song because I can't get into this shit. No offense, Alex, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
I tried.
No offense.
Yeah, hey.
She did this on purpose.
You did this on purpose. You did
I liked
this.
it a
There's
lot
one
better than
like
Nickleback.
4 fucking dudes who listen to metal. Look around me, make them talk about this shit.
I don't listen to metal much. I'm really selective on my metal. I'm more forgiving on a lot of other genres.
Well,
I
I'm not forgiving on Hudson Taylor. Not a fan. Like Jesus Christ, I got my period. Everything done. I didn't know you could bleed out of a penis. It was crazy.
Better go see your doctor.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm gonna pick. And so the next one is the Orphans, and it's my favorite song by them, from an old Kentucky anarchist. It's my favorite song by the band. I love those guys. They don't tour or play anymore, but
They had a tour coming up on the Spotify. It said.
yeah,
I mean, I
but
don't-
it's
on
not
the
going to be around
Spotify.
on the Spotify.
The Spotify, man.
I don't
All right,
use
and,
the email.
And then, obviously, last but not least, fuck you for picking Nickleback. That's my favorite song.
Nice
that was
lesson.
a great one.
Nice lesson in humility by
That's
Jay.
the best song they've ever done. Fuck you, John Wilkes Booth. You fucking asshole. Nickel, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, dude.
Why? No, I'm not even going to give him the benefit of the doubt of even listening to this goddamn band. Fuck you.
Thankfully, Thomas bowed out before we had to do U2 as well.
I might have slipped my wrists on the internet.
Fucking you too, really?
Nickelback and U2.
No.
kicked
I
it
thought
around.
they were joking. Okay.
Hello.
With as much hate as I got in the chat, I had to double down.
I know you had to, but I couldn't do it. I didn't even look up Nickelback on Spotify. I was like, I will not do this.
Part of this chat now.
Yeah.
They're
Oh yeah.
I thought these guys were my friends, and they're requesting U2 and Nickelback, and apparently I don't know these guys at all, and I think they're traitors. And what the fuck am I been doing here? Like,
why am I even here?
All right. I'm gonna go next. The AT&T Jingle Band. I really like their song "Honest."
You're a cartoon, dude.
God damn, that took me a second.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Hudson Taylor, that's what it
That
was.
makes complete perfect sense why you picked Nickelback, because it's a joke. And it's a good one. That was great.
For Nickleback,
Nickelback's just
I like the song "Leader of Men." I liked it when I saw it on the Canadian Much Music before they fucking did the Photograph song.
Yeah.
You know, it was cool. And then they figured out how to make money making music, and it's
kind of
been
got to
down
agree.
since.
I kind of got to agree.
What was that? All right, so what was that
I
first
do.
one that got out? The "How You Remind Me" song.
Well, that was the second record.
Was it the second record? I thought
That's
that was
third
the one.
record, I
I thought
think.
that was the one that kind of put them on the map.
Yeah.
No, that's when they
Second
got
album.
big.
Yeah.
Okay. And that really was
Leader of Man had a little bit because I heard it on the radio. I remember hearing it on the radio. But
I
the,
mean, like,
the other one blew up. That's when
well, because girls liked it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's so sweet.
yeah.
Honey, why don't you write me a song like "This Is How You Remind Me"?
Like I said,
And
I mean,
honestly, I know we're all talking shit, but I mean,
They
they
did
kind of
something
got
we
it.
couldn't.
They kind of got it figured out because we used to like most of us wrote music for ourselves, and those guys were getting laid.
Yeah.
So
they probably
Chad Kroger had sex with Avril fucking Lavigne.
Okay.
well, they're both Canadian. They got to stick to their own kind.
Yeah.
It's eugenics. It's eugenics.
None of them
Keeping
have
the race
crossed
pure,
their
eh?
hands.
And their heads can just like flap apart together.
Yeah, no, to the point. We've seen what Chad looks like, and he wrote music that even he got laid for performing.
That is
His
true.
brother's actually really cool. Matt's actually really cool.
Matt Kroger.
Matt Krieger, yeah.
Oh,
No.
My favorite
Maybe
video
wish
was
the
when they went to
Seven
Brazil,
Mary 3, man. That's what I was
and
like.
people were just throwing shit at him, and
Uh-huh.
finally he's like, "Fuck you!" and then they storm off the stage.
I feel like if
Favorite
anybody
Nickelback
ever came up to
performance.
me and be like, "Hi, my name's Matt Kroger,"
Krieger.
that doesn't make it better.
I know. No, but he's actually a cool dude. Like, he's their bass player, but like, he's actually kind of a cool dude. I have respect for him. He's really good friends with Doug Stanhope, the comedian,
Oh, cool.
and
Oh, so you know him personally?
not really, but
Right?
No.
fair enough.
but he's
True
he's
guy,
all right,
guy,
dude. Like
guy.
but he's one of those. When you listen to him talk, he completely understands that Nickelback is what Nickelback is, and he's just like, yeah, I just play the notes and
That's fucking
Get paid.
it's fucking
get
radio
fucking-
fodder. So.
can get laid. Yeah, that's it.
You know, other kind of.
and there's
fucked up
nothing wrong
weird
with that. There's a place in the world for shit like that. So
I am 3 people away from having Chad's fucking phone number.
I have Doug Stanhope's phone number. Would you?
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's
too,
also
okay.
like another weird fucking level. Like, I'm friends with the guy from New York who's friends with Chad.
well, shit.
We're not talking about that.
We know a guy.
Yeah.
We know a
I,
guy.
know, I bet there's 10 girls in Wichita that are 2 phone numbers away from Chad Krieger.
Have
Right?
an STD and a baby by him.
Yeah.
And they were 14 when they got that number.
No more 14-year-olds.
and their kid's named Chlamydia because it sounds so
Oh.
elegant and pretty.
You know, that's got to be the other fucked up part about being Nickelback is whenever they do a meet and greet, some girls got that. Look at this photograph, and it's a kid that looks vaguely like them.
You know,
Look at this photograph.
Nickelback is the
surprised
number
me.
1 Jerry Springer band of all time. It's like they could do an entire season of Jerry Springer with just all the Nickelback kids.
Daddy. All right, James. I want to hear you. Dead Horse.
Dead Horse, I went with. Well, I was stuck between My Dog the Prophet and What a Beautiful Day.
Yep.
Ooh.
Like I said, them first 2 albums,
I listened to What a Beautiful Day. I haven't heard the
My Dog the Prophet was a good one. I almost picked that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it had like a really cool instrumental vibe.
I did basically a Google search on the ones I didn't know and just like went through the first 4, and then I picked out the first 4.
Yeah.
That's how you play roulette.
I mean, yeah. You're right.
Well, actually, it's the
Russian
first
roulette
six.
or Vegas roulette? We're
it's the
playing
first-
Russian roulette tonight.
I
I
know,
play
fairness.
It's the first 6 then.
There's no
Just
fucking
spin that
women.
master around.
You're asking a magician if he plays roulette. I know 8 different ways to play roulette, sir.
Wow, you just said that with a straight face too.
That's about the only thing straight he's ever
I'm
said.
joking, Dan.
That's true.
Dude, I have tons of respect for magicians.
No, and it's really cool when they do it like fucking live. I've seen him in a room doing shit. It's dope.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, I think I don't understand it. Like, I don't have that fucking type of sleight of hand.
Oh, I love that.
You know what's weird is everybody gets worried about their wallets as soon as they meet.
Shit.
Because that's how I like to know. I think he did it last night.
Steve, here's the thing,
So-
Bryce. I will never care about my wallet because there's nothing fucking in it.
I know.
Take my fucking credit cards.
I
Cool.
know.
They're maxed out. Enjoy my debt.
But we live
Have a great
we
day.
live in America. Identity
You can
theft
be me.
nowadays is a gift.
Take my ID. This is Alex now. I'm Bryce. So
That'd be the best
fucking
part.
magic trick right there. We just switched people.
Freaky Friday.
Oh shit!
You know, and that's the sad part. Yeah, if you pick my wallet, I'm going to be stuck closer to getting out of debt after I report the card.
Exactly.
I didn't fucking make that charge to pissworld.com.
Yeah.
So I will say one really funny thing, and I do have a girlfriend. Weirdly enough,
Rub it in.
James has met her before quite many times.
Yep.
She's real.
She
She's
is
real.
She's
but
real.
here's
She
the weird
does
thing.
have the
So-
real tits. It's cool.
So there's this trick I do where I like change a deck into like this little clear brick and I like pull cards out of it. But I make them sign the card. So I like randomly I give this chick and I let her pick it out last night. And normally I hand them a pen and I'm just like, all right, make the card unique to yourself. You write your name, your credit card number, your phone number, something like unique to you. And usually the last 2 are obviously fucking jokes. This girl literally wrote her fucking phone number on this goddamn card and then was like, pretty sure she had Down syndrome.
But you know, they say she's retarded, but were those titties retarded?
That's true. You're not fucking her personality, Bryce.
Sorry, that's a David Tell joke. And I know
Periphery, James.
we
Periphery.
try to keep it real like PG-13, and I just took it over to rated R. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Well, that's
We
why
never
I did,
shot
that's
for
why I
PG.
did it. I was like, oh, she
I love David Tell.
so
Anyway, Orphans. Government stole my germ CD.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a great jam, too. I fucking love those guys, man.
I dig that. Yeah.
and then you say,
Periphery.
I was gonna say,
Periphery.
Marigold.
I was gonna originally go with Marigold because that's the one that like pops into my head all the time. But Loon.
Ooh,
That's a good one. I listened
like
to that one earlier today, too.
yes. That's a good one. That's a normal playlist for me though. Because it really hurt me to like narrow it down, and I couldn't narrow it down between like Satellites and that. But if I had to go with like one other than that, Stranger Things is a really good fucking song too.
good wasn't on my list.
Did the other Alex happen to text anybody her list?
I don't think so.
No, she's really under the weather.
Got that Nickleback flu.
She's got the Nickleback flu. She listened to Nickleback and threw up 14 fucking times, and she's just now. I think she's just gonna eat cyanide on her own self.
Like I said, I almost did not participate in the Nickelback, but I figured I figured that would open the door for other people. That'd be a bad example for y'all, you know.
No, I absolutely
as your
refuse
fearless leader of this fucking
Yes.
shit show, I figured at least participate, and I did. And I did like true form. I go back to the first album and listen.
Well,
And
see,
I didn't
that's
know
the
they had
difference
like
between all
almost
of
2
us.
albums before they got big. Leader of the Man, I think, was the second album.
He's got legit notes on all
Oh,
this
yeah.
shit over here.
Oh yeah, no. Josh
You know,
does.
I'm looking at my notes too. Yeah.
And Little Friend was like I think the first song on their first album, and they had good rock. It was good groove metal, or not metal, but good groove rock. And then he starts singing, and it's like, why would you ruin it? Yeah, but the first 2 albums weren't so much of that.
Like
They were,
I just
he
want
was
to
trying
know.
to be 7 Married 3, man.
I want to know what cheese he ate just to be so constipated.
I don't know.
Was it Swiss or was it a sharp cheddar?
It was a roulette. He just started.
It was a roulette. Pepper jack, fucking.
Whatever the fuck they put on poutine.
Woman throwing a little Gouda for the shot.
Oh god. But Hudson Taylor, like I said, it was rough because I did not enjoy him. It's just the content. It was sad and made me think of my ex-wife. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But Nothing But a Stranger was the one that really kicked me in the balls because it's like, huh?
Which cell phone did you buy after listening to it?
I went with an Apple.
It wasn't fucking AT&T.
I converted to Apple after this. I was an Android, but now I'm Apple. I immediately called my nearest Apple store and said,
"See,
sign me up."
after I listened to them, I went to Android. That's funny thing happened.
Funny things happening. Like I said, I don't know. They had, I had hope for them too when I seen their Dublin to Ireland, and then I guess there was a folk hero from Ireland or something that was called Hudson Taylor, or something. But that was just like their last name. There's two brothers.
Yeah. Hudson Taylor was a missionary from England to China.
Yeah.
Because when I first fucking tried to find them, that's what I Googled, and I get this like really serious looking dude.
Yeah, that's exactly what I came across too, and I was like, "Whoa, this is interesting." It was like she brought us a
a fucking revolutionary.
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna hear some like fucking anti-English songs? Like, I'm ready for it. And then the song starts and like, this is not what I was expecting.
No, not me neither. But
and that's the way it breaks when you drink. You either get really mopey or you go out and you fucking have a riot, and it's a lot of fun.
I was picturing like a weird drunken Irish minstrel, sort of.
That's just racist.
Oh, fuck off.
The Orphans, I enjoyed them. I hadn't heard them. I want to hear more about their story though, because like I said, the Spotify had like a compilation album from like 1994 to 1997. It had 4 or 5 songs on it, and my top 2 were "Shut Us Down" and then "No Limits."
No Limits is a great one. Shut Us Down, good. I like No Limits better.
Yeah, and then off of the next album that had 27 songs on it, I don't know how many.
Yeah,
long list, but it was "By Your Logic."
That's a good one.
They had a lot of good, anti-government,
very.
What was the government?
Very traditional punk.
Yeah, but the government's trying to kill me or something.
But I liked how they would go back between folk and then they would go into like hardcore punk. That's what I like about them. They go between folk and hardcore punk to folk, hardcore punk. They even there's a couple songs that do like a little ska shit into it too, and then they get into a little metal. Like they're really fucking amazing. They were really an amazing versatile band.
I'll have to dig more deeper into that.
Yeah. And then Periphery was, I got heard of them, but never really listened to much of them. And again, I went back. Icarus Lives from the first album, which is the same on the second album, I think.
That's a different singer. That's a different singer also.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And they did a couple little different versions of the Icarus. Icarus was a main theme on that second album.
Yeah, it was.
And then Zero, which that was a later album, but I was doing dishes and Parade of Ashes came on, and that one really.
The Clear album is
That's it.
So good.
And so I would say Parade of Ashes would be my top pick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's really cool is like if you actually dive into that album, and I'm nerding out about it, is that each one of those songs they stagger it between a full instrumental and then one with vocals and then instrumental and vocals. And each of the vocal songs are listed after each one of the band members. Each one of them wrote it separately for themselves.
Okay.
And I believe Parade of Ashes is written for the singer Spencer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know people lived in Washington, D.C., but apparently that's where I thought Washington, D.C. was like, just just the capital. And
So
No, there's a lot of crack there.
So again, a weird fucking side story about this band, because it is one of my favorite ones. Is the main creator, Misha Mansour, is from Washington D.C., and he wrote a lot of the original guitar riffs, and then he would get different guys from different parts of the country, and they would all like internet their music together to make the original album of Periphery. So they're all from different places. Misha's the only one who's from DC.
Oh, okay.
It's
So,
fucking weird.
it's founded, and so I guess, but he's the founder, so I guess so he gets that credit.
Mm.
And like I said, Dead Horse, I found them in the first band, Distractions of My Psychosis, from our third drummer. Jeremy Seacrest was our guitarist. He was on here chatting a minute ago, but this guy, I don't know how him and Jeremy met, but I think they kind of grew up. But the drummer, Bank Robber Bill, was his name for obvious reasons. Not a punny.
I like that name though.
Well,
So you're saying he didn't rob a gas station?
nope, he didn't rob gas stations. He robbed banks.
I mean,
And but he grew up kind of in Texas, so I would say partly between here and Texas, because I think Jeremy knew him as a kid, and but he joined on as the band, and I mean he was really a fire drummer. I mean, just fucking insane. I mean, Gonzo. I mean, Bonham was one of his idols, and he was just fucking nuts. I mean, in
Technical,
stage
very
and in
technical.
real life. Like I said, it got to the point where every month he was robbing a bank to pay for the rent. So the band house, we had a place to jam, and we were sitting there watching the news one night, and me and my girlfriend at the time were like, "Holy shit, was that fucking Bill?" And I mean, immediately like, "Bill, what'd you fucking do?" You know? And
Well, do you think these fucking lights stay on, kids?
yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, it was funny, you know, because it's gonna make a great behind the scenes story, you know. I mean, the VHS one, right? Yeah. And yeah, after about 6 months of it, the original singer had quit because stressed out because of it. And
I would have like, hey, like being in the band? I'm out. I don't need a fucking bank robbing felony. But you know, actually, I kind of would have stuck around for the story.
Yeah, I was gonna say, actually, at this point in my life, I had asked, "Do you need a driver? Can I get?"
I'm not a quitter.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, he eventually it gets even more messed up. Like I said, he started taking a lot of Xanax, and
As one does.
and then went right across the street from the apartment, his new apartment, with his crazy girlfriend, and robbed a bank there, so high on Xanax. He looked right up at the camera, and then my brother-in-law at the time, my ex-brother-in-law, was a cop and said, "Hey, I get a message, say, hey, I think we just arrested your drummer." I go, "I don't have a drummer. I don't know what you're talking about. Fucking, I don't know nothing." What drummer?
That
I'm
is
not in the
the
band.
homeless guy that lives around the corner, man. Like, I don't understand. He does hang around by this place, but he's not our drummer. Do you see him carrying sticks? Okay, well, those are really industrial-sized chopsticks. He's not in the band.
Why does this drumhead say "Distractions of My Psychosis"? Like, oh, I don't know. He stole it from us.
He just needs them to eat his lo mein. It's okay.
Yeah, they took him back to Texas because he had been doing that in Texas, and I mean he only did a year or so, 2 years at tops. I don't even think. I mean, it was never armed. He just slipped a note and got about 1,000 each time. You know, whatever that gal had in her till. You know, he didn't go.
Well, God bless his heart.
I mean, he's
Not really robbing if you give him a note.
Yeah.
Did the note say please at least?
It probably did, and I mean the
Okay, that's
chicks
not
kind of
big
swooned to him
robbery.
because he had the long curly hair, and all the chicks liked him.
That's called a loan.
Yeah, long-term loan. But he was the one who turned me on to Dead Horse, and we did a cover of Biwa, which is beer. You know that whole song.
Yeah.
You know, early in my youth, when I was young, beer. So yeah, we did that one. But I would have to say Mindless Zombie or World War Whatever would be my favorites, and I would say World War Whatever would be my top pick.
All right, so I'm going to ask another question since I know it's about time to wrap. It's after 7. I ask, so of all the bands, if you could pick one favorite that not your selection, if you could pick one favorite, James, shut the fuck up. So the three of us.
I was about ready to sit back and be like, Nickleback, done.
Which bands would you guys pick out of the actual like good bands?
So the three.
For me,
no, we put so 3. Yeah, out of 3.
Yeah, there are 3 good bands.
for me, definitely the Orphans. I would definitely jam on them again.
I would say Periphery would be mine.
I'm gonna go Dead Horse.
Yeah.
James, no one gives a fuck what you. You came to the table with Nickleback.
James, I know
dare you.
that AT&T songs are fucking awesome. Dude,
You should listen to the T-Mobile songs. You can listen to like the Interrupters, and they're way better phone provider, anyways.
I go old school and listen to the Nokia one.
Oh,
You can't fucking kill that shit.
Oh, what was the BlackBerry?
Yeah,
The BlackBerry's still a thing.
8-bit.
Yeah. Actually, they still have Blackberries.
They still make Blackberries.
Mm.
I mean, they're updated and like a little bit slicker, but yeah, they get Blackberry. I can get you a Blackberry right now.
Get your BlackBerry right now. Go out and pick
I
it
can
up.
get you a BlackBerry by 3:00. No questions asked.
Gotta zap the card. It'll be okay.
Yeah,
We're just white.
With or without nail polish.
Thank you. I was just about to hit that.
There's going to be at least 2 spiderweb cracks in the screen as well. So,
Yeah, but that makes it metal.
I have no. It is hard pressed for me to meet a female without a cracked screen.
Oh God, yeah.
I shouldn't say female. I should say woman without a cracked screen. I've heard that.
I think it's the same fucking thing.
Woman is incorrect too.
Yeah,
There is no.
I've heard
correct
if you say female, it's derogatory. So I'm trying.
Everything is derogatory.
I get in trouble
The
for
best thing is
everything,
to just
so.
not speak.
Yeah.
I like to call them koozes. You know, it's just a wide fucking spectrum.
So next week we're gonna come on broadcast and we're just gonna stare awkwardly at the camera.
No, because that's offensive to the hearing impaired.
It is.
We'll just move our mouths, but we won't say anything.
There's no winning.
No, there is not. There is not.
Oh.
We're rat
he
bastards.
died.
We're rat
Alex
bastards.
died.
We're rat bastards. Probably can't even say "damn the man saved the empire" without pissing somebody off.
All right, gentlemen. I have to sign off here soon.
You got
Yes.
you got
Yes.
a lot more drinking to do, buddy. You have an easy time, bro.
All right, gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to do the podcast with you. I'll see you next weekend. Bryce, good to meet you, man. I hope to see you on another podcast. Hope to see you fill in again. It's been great.
Bryce asked me to do this like every other fucking week now. So.
Well, you should. You should listen to him.
I think you were on the very first one.
Yeah.
Before we got before it morphed into what it is now.
That, and I've been on your art assault
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 times also. Like, I'm going for the record of most podcast appearances in Wichita.
Yeah.
'Cause I just did Aaron and Austin's like 2 weeks ago also.
I asked them like 2 years ago to be on that. And they're like, "Yeah, we'll get you on."
And
Yeah.
you know,
Me too.
It's because I played.
Now he's turning it into the real podcast hooer.
oh,
He's just spreading those legs for everybody.
we got there and they had like bottles of whiskey already opened up. They got like you could like if you watched my episode of Aaron Austin, we like all visibly get fucking smashed.
Yeah. Check out the bedroom. Check out.
And then
the
and then they're sitting there like, do magic tricks. So they're like, fuck, dude.
my fucking hands don't work. I'm hammered.
You should have asked me an hour ago. All right, guys.
gentlemen.
Yep,
You guys
have
take
a good
care.
one.
I love you all.
Yes, love
We'll
you.
see you next
Take
week.
care. Bye.